Hey gang, it's me, Rafi the TV head, and well, if I don't think any of you keep up with my community tabs, so I'm just gonna preface the events that spiraled out during the last couple of weeks or so, as well as taking sort of broad overview of what has happened because yes, I do upload gaming videos on this channel now. However, I haven't uploaded a game video in like I don't know 3 weeks. And I've also not also don't really like make videos where I kind of like inform you guys about my life and what has unfolded recently. I don't. These videos are gonna be scarce. I don't plan to make much of them, but I think every once in a blue moon, it's good to get like a reminder and whatnot. So one of the main things I did want to preface was something that I already explained in my community tab, but oh my gosh, pardon me. I just got them finished eating. But essentially, my laptop is dead. No, not battery wise. It is completely mechanically broken. Okay, maybe not. I don't know if it's mechanically broken, but it's in. I don't know if you guys have heard of that infinite boot up um thingamajig. But essentially, some laptops and have that problem, or they encounter it eventually. One of many problems, in fact. Technology isn't my forte, but I woke up around like 3 a.m. And I left my computer on by accident. And when I tried to like turn it on just to make sure that, I had kept it on, it just never booted up. Like it'll go to the loading screen, but it never thoroughly completed the setup. It just kept on loading and loading and loading infinitely. Hence why it's called the infinite boot up. Um, I tried restarting it like 5 times. I even let it load like 5 hours and to no avail. So I gave up. I gave up on it, and I'm actually getting planning on getting a desktop. I pretty much have all the parts. I'm just waiting for the titular desktop. So hopefully there'll be a video next week. Obviously, take that with a grain of salt because I'm not sure. Who knows? There might be a problem that rears its ugly head towards process, but let's remain optimistic for now. Um, but yeah, it is unfortunate that my laptop did flatline because I did enjoy recording, but most of my recent videos were laggy anyway, so I think my laptop was basically reaching the end of its life anyway. But yeah, I was upset at the time, but now I am feeling better. But that's why there haven't really been any videos. I have no way of recording. Hopefully that will change next week because I'm getting a desktop instead of a laptop. And for any tech geeks that watch my videos, apparently desktops are better than laptops. But at least that's what my friends told me, and some of them are really good with tech. But yeah, that's basically information revolving around the technology aspect of things, aka my laptop. One thing I did want to talk about is my group of friends. Now, I'm not gonna go in excruciating detail as I don't I do want to keep most things confidential, due to personal reasons. But you may have noticed that every time I play with um different people attend the events that I host every Saturday. Hence, because every Saturday I host an event on the server. It's not my server; it's my friend's server. If I remember, I'll leave a link in the description. But essentially, I'll host an event every Saturday. They also host their own events as well. But mine still remain the most popular. Surprisingly. But whenever you may have noticed that every week different amounts of people attend, and part of that is due to the fact that not that some people have things to do or are occupied during that day, and that's perfectly fine because life can be a strain sometimes. But there's also, if you watch some of my older videos, aka the more primitive events, if you will, there are some people that you see in those videos that have never made an appearance or a resurgence in appearance at all in recent videos, and there's a reason to that. If you see like somebody Um, that's in like one of my old videos, like EXC or something, or Horrific Housing. That was the first ever event. But Horrific Housing pretty much had everyone would attend, well, almost everybody that still attend events to this very day. However, um, the people you see in those videos most likely um, will never again make an appearance in my recent events. They'll never partake in. You'll never see them in any future videos again. I'm not gonna get into necessarily like what prompted them, but most likely they either left the server, so we don't have any contact with them, or we just don't talk to them anymore. Either way, I'm not gonna name who, obviously, but hopefully I can give you a sort of idea and portrait as to like what type of people I'm talking about. Because again, I don't want anybody to point fingers at anybody. We did have to deal with controversy, with these people, but eh, it's for the most part we seem to be in a stable condition. But yeah, if you do see some people that are my primitive videos that have never made a recent appearance at all, that's most likely the reason. Unfortunately, that came to it because I didn't I'm not for anybody like leaving our server, but you know sometimes we have to go our separate ways, even if we don't part in the most passive terms, I guess. That being said, I am doing rather well right now. I do hope to get another gaming video next week, as long as my desktop setup isn't we as long as we don't encounter any big hurdles, I think we'll be good. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm not sure if I'll make any videos like these anymore because, again, I don't really want to indulge my time doing this. I want to more focus on the gaming videos that I make once every week, and that schedule is most likely never going to change because um, I'm an aspiring writer. I'm trying to focus more on that than I am on videos, and I don't really want to be a YouTuber if I'm being honest. Like, it's not something that really. I mean, I when I was younger, I wanted to be a YouTuber, but I think almost every kid you would ask would pretty much set in stone that they want to be a YouTuber. But once they get older, I mean, they still might want to be a YouTuber, but maybe they find another passion somewhere, because maybe they branch out and extend their boundaries, if you will. But I'm not in that boat. So I'm focusing more on writing than anything. So if these videos, I don't while I don't want these videos to lag, I'm not necessarily going to pour any effort, which is why the videos are an hour long. While the most logical thing to do with a video is just narrow down the funny moments, kind of like most YouTubers do, to not make the video elongated. But I'm not really putting effort in these videos because, again, I just do these for memories. I just do it to create memories for my friends. I don't really do it for any other reason. But yeah, those are the major things I wanted to discuss. If there are any substantial changes in the future, I'll go ahead and proclaim them. But I don't think these videos are going to be very common. But hopefully that kind of gives you an insight as to what's going on right now. And hopefully next week there'll be a gaming video, and obviously hopefully I'll make a video maybe if anything goes awire, but I'd like to hope not. That's all. That's really all for now. Thank you guys so much for sticking around with me, even if I have been inactive recently. You also don't forget I am a college student, so I'm dealing with college as well. But college so far is going rather smoothly, so I have no really big problems either. Um, yeah, that's really all I wanted to tell you guys about. Thank you guys so much for watching my content, even if it's none of the utmost quality. But then you guys, yeah, thank you guys for sticking along, and I hope you'll stand beside me for as long as my channel will last, because I frankly don't know how long my channel is gonna last, or even this gosh forsaken platform. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.